talking to? So this might be a little foreshadowing. Remy's in her little car while Allie's editing her video that just went on her channel. That toy right there was in that basket of toys. She drove this little car of hers over there, yanked it out, and now has her toy. Pretty genius, actually. If that's just a glimpse of what she's gonna be like when she can walk and crawl. She's probably gonna be able to like pick locks and do taxes and everything. Remy, good job. I'm very proud of you. Now, trick is gonna be putting it back. Actually, Frankie has been probably the most helpful in the situation right now. Our doctor's been really, really good, but you know, obviously Frankie's going through it with Sage. He knows like all of the ins and outs, and he's gone through the months of the whole thing. But one thing he said, that if her blood sugar seems a little high, which it still is because we're still trying to regulate it. By the way, I'm talking about Mamar. That walking, like exercise, can actually help with that. I didn't think that. I just felt like, you know, maybe like she should chill a little bit. But she's, the second she saw the leash, she perked right up. My main concern was that she's so skinny still. Poor little girl is just so skinny. We're still beefing her up a little bit. But I just feel bad, like I think like if I'm making her not making her because she likes going, but if she's constantly exercising or walking like we normally do, she's just gonna end up losing more weight. And I know that's not how that works. Selfishly, I just feel like it's gonna help her a little bit based on what Frankie has done with Sage. Which, by the way, today, I think Frankie is getting this little surprise birthday gift that I thought was good. I think it's probably gonna be the best gift I've ever gotten anyone. And he's gonna probably laugh his ass off, and it's gonna be so funny. Huh? It's so good. It's such a good, it's kind of like a joke one, but it's not at the same time. I don't want to show you guys. I'm just gonna wait. I told him to film himself like opening it, so hopefully he does and doesn't forget. I don't even know honestly if it comes in a package. You having fun? The best things I ever bought her was that little hat. All right, come on, Mamar, you're doing great. Honestly, I feel like for Allie and I, this has been such a hard and confusing and difficult thing to get used to, because I'm not used to Marley being so calm and not like herself. Well, I shouldn't say that, because she's still constantly looking for food, constantly in your face trying to eat your food. She's a little bit calmer. Like, so she eats slower, and that could be just as a result of the surgery that she had a week and a half ago. Yeah. Good old Uncle Tio has been our little teacher, our educator, and this, and kind of like today, for example, I texted him. I was like, hey, when Sage was first diagnosed and figuring out all that situation, was her nose like really, really dry? I'm noticing that with Marley because she drinks a lot, and that's another thing that we've noticed. There's a correlation between that, obviously, and hydration, because we noticed that when she drinks a lot of water, that's generally when her blood sugar is high. And then when she drinks a lot of water, you think that she'd be like super hydrated, but the thing is she pees constantly, and so the water
then just go out right away.
Yeah, so it's basically just circling through. And guess what I'm trying to say is still learning.
I think it's going to be confusing for a bit, because, you know, from like my understanding with just diabetes in general with humans, it's kind of like you have to figure out the right amount to regulate your blood sugar. And I think it's probably easier with humans because we can verbalize it. We can say like, listen, I feel like crap still. Whereas with a dog, it's like you have to look for particular signs. They seem so normal with any other dog that when we look at it with Marley, that's what we're kind of like comparing it to. But we have to realize, like, okay, if she is sleeping a lot, it's not necessarily because she's exhausted, because she's just exhausted. It could be because of this. Like, what has she done today to make her exhausted? There's a lot to it, for sure.
Sometimes when Allie's eating like a banana or an apple, Remy is always so interested. So Allie will let her suck on it. And she's been enjoying the crap out of this apple.
I'm gonna actually give her some apple. Not tonight, maybe in the next couple of days. Yeah, I'm gonna boil it so she can, you know, hold it and munch on it. Do that, and I think I'm gonna do cucumber.
Cucumber would be nice.
She loves avocado now.
No, she hated it.
Handling it, I know how to do the broccoli now, so I'm gonna do broccoli a little bit different. She likes broccoli too.
Remy, you ate that whole apple all by yourself?
See, it was just like eating a piece of corn, like a cartoon eating a piece of corn, like literally.
You know, like the technical way of you're doing it wrong?
I know.
You're supposed to do vertical. Did you guys know that when eating an apple, if you do it vertical, you get more of the apple and then
Unless you just eat it all.
unless you want to eat the core like a pig.
I mean, I eat really close to the core.
Is it true that apple seeds have a little bit of arsenic inside them? Is that true, or is that a myth?
I can't say that I eat the apple seeds.
I mean, like you'd have to crush it up and stuff like that, but I don't
You
know.
heard about the ending of Johnny Appleseed?
Oh, by the way, who is insane? I watched a video about how crazy Johnny Appleseed and how much of a genius he was. Short story. Basically, back in the day, if you plotted like food or trees or whatever on a plot of land, you owned it. So that's why he went around the entire country just gathering up land, looking like a crazy man with like raccoon things. And there's this funny video about it. I have to find it. But if you find it, watch it. It's very interesting.
So this little one, this one right here, the past 2 days has just been fighting her naps. She has been like extra clingy with me. Sorry, she has spitting up all over me. Mom life, but she's been fighting her naps and she's been a little extra cranky and snuggly. Yes, I know, but come here. I'm gonna hold you. Snuggly, and she's just kind of not been herself recently, a little bit more drooly, and I think that there's a reason for it. I know that she's been teething for a really long time, but I actually think that now she has an actual tooth that's coming in, and it's super painful for her. I can't necessarily feel too much, but I can kind of visually see a little bit of stuff. I know that her gums are a little bit swollen, so I'm thinking that her first tooth might be on its way in, and that might be why she hasn't been sleeping as well. That might be why she's been a little bit cranky, and my heart aches for her. It's kind of prevented us from doing a lot of things today, and actually a lot of things like regarding getting out of the house over the past couple of days because of this no sleep and this not feeling that great. We kind of don't want to bring her anywhere that, you know, if she were to get fussy, that she's not in the comfort of her own home, so she's maybe in an uncomfortable position. But I think we've narrowed it down what it is, and we think it's baby girl's first tooth. And I know that that can be so painful, so painful.
Hey, homegirl, Remy, go to sleep.
Creating the Remy place of happiness right now.
So Allie just told you that Remy is starting to get her first tooth.
We think. We're not sure, but I mean, all signs point to yes in regards to tooth. She's got swollen gums, she's drooling a lot, she's extremely fussy, she's, you know, her eating habits are actually really off, and she's not really taking naps because she's hurting.
Doesn't it look like it when you look at it?
It's just a little swollen.
Yeah.
Like her gums look different. They're not the gummy little, I mean, they're gummy, but they're not the same as they've been. Basically, the way that Remy's been for the past couple of weeks, couple of days, has really prevented us. Like today, we've just, I don't know, I give up on life. I give up on having a clean house. It's so hard. I hate it. I hate not having a clean house.
Rem.
What, baby? What,
Who
baby?
are you talking to?
What, baby? I'm making you a spot. Yeah. You wanna
She's
sit?
completely abandoned Dada.
Mama?
Up.
Mama? You good? Up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill.
What, Baba? You're so good. I have to do. So it feels like we have been working on the backyard for literally 5 years. It's been taking us forever to get it to where we want it to be.
And I promise we'll get this done and we will shut the heck up.
I know. Well, it's hard not to talk about something that like you're putting your heart and soul and money and time and effort into. It's just been such a long time coming, and now it's like at the end and we're just so happy about it. And every time we like look out our window, either from our bedroom or the doors from like the living room, dining room area, and we can see the pool. Now we get to see the lights up there and the grass, and the dog's like back out there relaxing again. It's so awesome, and it makes us feel so good. It kind of reminds us that all of this was so worth it, and it's gonna be a cool thing. Hi, Rem, for this little one to grow up around, right?
Playground sets.
See, Char jumps the gun. Charles is like a 50-step ahead type of person.
She'll probably need it in the next.
Are you just being a silly girl?
No, she was saying she wants a swing set.
Char wants to get a swing set. I'm like, listen, she is still 7 months old. Not even 7 months old.
Tomorrow, 7 months.
Well, she's 7 months old tomorrow. And I'm like, we gotta slow the roll because we need to wait a little bit. Let's have our grass around for just like 5 minutes before we do that. I swear, we're gonna stop talking about it, maybe. We might go out every once in a while and give it a little appreciation because
Allie should jump in the dang water. So we're gonna try something new with Marley. Look at, see, there's nothing wrong with this dog. Same old Marley. Gentle, gentle. Try the green. Do you like the green bean?
you like them?
I don't know. This is what the doctor said you can have these. It doesn't seem like she's enjoying them. We're gonna warm it up and see if that helps. You trying pear? Is that what you're trying? Hey, you wanna try the, okay, it's a little warmer. Okay, now she liked it, so it's gotta be cooked. See how she ate that? You should eat your pear.
Whoa! Got her! Got myself a dirty girl!
Say that because she's still constantly looking for food, constantly in your face, trying to eat your food. It's so appropriate that part when I was editing, I look over and this is Marley trying to get stuff from Allie. Alright guys, well we finally got little Rim Dog asleep and we had to do it here because she is going through that whole thing where I think she gets scared of being alone or something along that.
She doesn't want to on my side or your side.
Yeah, she's been very attached, so we just put her here and made her a little makeshift bed. Waiting on little Marbar over here to come back from her little...
I think she's hanging out in our new
dead.
little...
Yeah, she's been hanging out in the grass. See? Look how nice that looks.
I think we need to go out there and maybe for Valentine's Day that we don't celebrate, you can do something nice for me.
And on that note, also, do you want to tell them about your video? It's live?
Oh.
Oh, the thing that you made. Links down in the description. Go check out the posters, guys.
All about the vagina.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.